So, okay. A lot of people have been asking me who's really good and like what makes a character good. I think in this game, like, there's the normal stuff you are looking for in MKX that makes a character good. You want safe strings that you have that move you forward, like having overhead and low is really good. Having like safe mix-ups is really strong. Like having fast mids and like having good like punishes is really good. But also in this game, you want crushing blows that you can reliably get every match. If you're Aaron Black, like the chances of you landing 2-1, 2-1, 2 as a punish is very high. The double drop kick, very good. The threat of it is really, really useful, right? And Jax's crushing blows are really good too. Arms are heated up and you land a front throw. That's very easy for him to do, and it does a shit ton of damage. They have great neutral, like they have really solid buttons. They have like mix-ups. They also have solid crushing blows that give you good comeback factor, particularly because Jax can do fatal blow, which builds him heat. And then after he has heat, if he does like a mid or a command throw, it's 50-50 in a crushing blow. The chances of Sonya getting like her crushing blow off her projectile is pretty high. The chance of like Scorpion getting his, super high. He's gonna hit his ones in like a combo, right? Garrus is also extremely good. I think Johnny is a really solid character, but his crushing blows suck. I think Cassie's really good. I think Katana seems fine. I mean, the issue that I have with Katana is that a lot of her game plan seems to be like the same kind of game plan she's had, but she doesn't really have the same kind of damage and like screen control that she used to have that were like super scary. I think she still seems solid though. Cetrion seems good to me. Noob's game plan. Noob is a good anti-zoner because he has a teleport and decent projectiles of his own. And I think his mid-screen buttons are pretty decent. I think Noob seems good too. Cabal's alright. He has decent mid-range buttons. He's a little unsafe. He kind of has to commit to some stuff. So in MKX, you remember the game was crazy, right? And they had all kinds of wild mix-ups and like really wild stuff in there. So in this game, they try to be like, okay, you can get hit by this crazy ass 50-50, but it's only gonna do that much damage one time a game. And you know, they lock that behind crushing blows. I think that's an okay way to try to balance it. It's not perfect. The problem I have is that some crushing blows I think are really cool and are really good. And then other crushing blows I think are bad. The issue that Johnny has is that his crushing blows are kind of whatever. The mime, which is really like, you're not gonna land this. First hit of the match of landing 2 extended mime times, which is like when you amplify to keep it going longer. So that's not very consistent. And then the other one is the nut punch, which only works when you punish a move with nut punch, or it's the very first thing that lands in the match. And even if, let's say I punish with this nut punch, oops, to get the crushing blow, the combo I get after is like the exact same, and the damage you get after is like super similar to like a regular nut punch. And you have to find something that's negative enough to punish with an EX nut punch. Yeah, if you compare him to like someone like Jax, he has like really solid crushing blows. He has like really solid, I don't know, he's just really good all in general. Like that's like slightly more damage than my regular combo. In fact, I feel like if I blocked this thing and I didn't do that crushing blow, I would maybe even get more damage. It's like the same damage. Yeah, like he has this one also, 4-4-3, which only works if someone gets hit by the high portion. The ground game is solid. The issues he has is that like his forward 4 is an awesome move. The one problem with it is that you can't like hit confirm it into anything, right? Like it's not a 2-hit string. It's just like this 2-hit string he has, but it's not special cancelable. If you want to commit to something kind of safe, you have to do like meter burn fireball. Female characters crouch under that. If I crouch duck this, can I? Oh, I have to let go, right? Wow. That's not good. Typically in a game like this, you want like if you have a forward advancing string, there's usually like 2 special moves to cancel into, right? One would be like, oh, they blocked it and I cancel into a fireball. The other one would be like, oh, it hit, I want a combo, and then you do something like that. But the fireballs being duckable means that you don't really have to respect it, and he doesn't really have anything else that's like super scary off of that. Jax's crushing blows, right? He has a crushing blow that is literally do a command throw and then spend your bar and get the timing right. When Jax is heated up, his arms are heated up like this, right? If he does forward 4-3 like this and you get hit, boom, crushing blow. And you're like, oh God, I want to block so I don't get hit by that crushing blow, right? I got to block, and then he just does command throw. And then you're like, oh fuck. Well, I'm dead. What are you gonna do, right? Like that's a straight 50-50. Both of those lead to crushing blows. If you try to like escape the command throw and you get hit by a mid, you're dead. If you block and get regular thrown, you're dead. Like, these are great crushing blows. Aaron Black's crushing blow that triggers off of this is anytime you use this move to punish. And I was telling the chat that, you know, blocking a move and getting a punish happens like every match, right? Same with his crushing blow for the drop kick. The crushing blow off drop kick is great because the requirement is do the drop kick and hit it twice in a row. You don't even have to hit this crushing blow for this to be good. Because if you hit somebody with a drop kick, what are they gonna do? They're gonna stand block because they're like, oh shit, I don't want to get hit by this drop kick, and then I throw you. Or I drop kick you and then you high block and I slide. Then I drop kick you again. Then I drop kick you another time, and now you're like, what the fuck, man? His throw crushing blow is great too. That one is another one that's really good off of implied threat. If you miss the break on the last throw, if you try to break the throw, but you miss it, then if he back throws you, you get the crushing blow. Or you front throw someone as Aaron Black. They miss the break. You walk up to them. They're like, oh shit, I don't want to get crushing blowed. I'm just gonna break back throw over and over. So then he front throws you again, and you get escape missed because you tried to break the back throw. Which means if he back throws you again, it's gonna get the crushing blow. So then you're like, oh fuck, I gotta break back throw again. So then he front throws you again. Then he back throws you, and you don't get it because you think he's gonna front throw you, and then he does 30% damage off the throw, and you're like, oh my god. Someone said like, well, don't you just start ducking, right? So that like you don't have to deal with it. You mean you could. Like, what happens if you just wake up duck and then he does this? And then he walks up and does the throw. That's the scary thing. Sonic was saying Sonya, Jax, Cassie, and Aaron are his early top tiers. That sounds right to me. I think Jax is great. The reason we were in character select and playing these two characters is I was talking about who's good and the kinds of things that make you good in this game. I think important things to think about when you remember the strength of a character is how likely their crushing blows are to land. And those are like, if your crushing blows suck, then that leads to like moments where you just don't get damage off of it in the middle of the match, you know?